God, I worship you. People of God, it has been a joyful impact to bring word of grace to lives. I have a message for the people of Nigeria, most especially the youth. That the youth of Nigeria arise and take back your throne in the country. Take back your throne in the country. Look at what the Bible said in Proverbs chapter 11. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his height. When you read that version from another part of the Bible, let's look at NIV, for example. I just read from King James. It said, the Lord detects dishonest scales, but accurate weight find favor with him. Proverb 11, reading from New International Version. King James talk about a false balance. Indeed, let's look at something very unique. There have been a false balance of operations of leadership engagement in Nigeria. There have been a false balance. One false balance that is detected was the constitution of Nigeria. Fault has been found in it. Constitution of Nigeria is not fair. So there is a false balance. And how can this be changed? The youth arise. The people we are electing into the House of Rep, the Senate, we have to work to change them. Let the right men who have the understanding who have understanding of life and what life entails be elected. And how can that be? We have to go back to the grassroots. The youth must rise up and become a delegate. Become a delegate. All hands must be on the deck to start holding people accountable. Because the people in as representative should be a true reflection of us. So for a very long time, we have been putting people in politics, in position, in political power, the wrong folks. But the good thing is this: there is reawakening. There is reawakening. There is reawakening. Another force balance, on the second force balance, I talk about the constitution being one of the force balance. Because before go further to second balance, the constitution we need to restructure it or rewrite or the constitution. So many things is not right in the constitution of Nigeria. We have to go back to true federalism. Because this 1999 constitution is like a decree and it's not reflecting the nation of Nigeria. Nigeria is not one nation. There are several entities. A country that have over 400 languages. We can't just dictate upon them. We can't be passing things on them. There have to be a referendum. The will of the people must be fully represented in the constitution. Sharia law must be taken out of the constitution. It's not supposed to be part of the constitution. Because the country is for all. Another force balance is the currency of the country. There's a force balance in the currency. Why did I say there's a force balance in the currency? When you look at the currency of that country called Nigeria, there is an Arabic sign. Nigeria, for example, which you and I know, was colonized by the British. So we are officially English-speaking country. Why putting an inscription on a currency where we can read? I don't study Arabic. I study in English. So something everybody can read, and they said the currency belongs to the people, and we trade on it. We trade with it. It's a legal tender currency, so it should reflect the people. So Arabic inscription should be removed from the currency. So that's under force balance. Second force balance. Why am I speaking to the youth? The youth are the engine of a country. The youth are the strength of a country. The youth possess a vital unction to take mantles, to take countries, to drive a nation to the next level. But when the engine of a country is shut down, there is an issue. To the youth, arise, take back your throne in your country. Take back your throne. This is not just to the people of Nigeria, it's all over the world. The youth of a nation are the engine of a nation, are the engine of a nation. Arise and shine. Let your light shine. Let the glory of the Lord be risen upon thee. So you can detect false balancing and remove false balancing. Another imbalance in a country is corruption. Corruption. We want to see corruption at the top. No, a grassroots. Corruption in the grassroots. Because people we elect into the position of leader of political power that we will give political power to are people who are once in the grassroots. Because the Bible said, when the foundation of a thing is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Corruption has eaten the terror of most nations in the world, especially we from Africa, Nigeria, to be precise. It's a force imbalance in the country. That you can't just do something for someone without expecting. What can I gain is a corrupt practice. It must be put out from our system. And how can corruption be put out? The judiciary, the executive, the legislature, they must come to be. That's why I say the number one thing is to visit the constitution and empower the judiciary, empower the executive. Not just allow the executive alone to dictate what happened in Nigeria. The judiciary must, the legislator must be empowered. The three arms of government must be empowered. There must be holding accountable. There should be accountability. So let's give me the fourth one is accountability. There's force in holding people accountable in Nigeria. Force finding. We don't hold people accountable. People do what they want to do. We only hold the poor accountable. If those leaders know that they will be held accountable for their inaction and their inaction from what they do with government money, for what they do with people's money, for what they do while they are in office, for what they do with the people, there will be sanity in the land. Holding people accountable. We want to hold people accountable who are against us. Just like what they did to this, this labor man. Okay, when he got to political, when he have a political appointment, that is when what he did when he was with them was not persecuted. Now that is not against, there's now open, the book is now open to want to look into what he have done. Good. Shall we all, can we start holding these leaders accountable for their inaction, for what they have done to people? There's falsehood in holding people accountable in Nigeria. Let's start holding people accountable. Let's start holding people accountable. So I'm speaking to the youth that arise, take back your throne in the land. Take back your throne in the land. That you are the future leader. That if you allow users to use you, you are only selling your destiny. But if you can say no to these pollutants, polluted, corrupted leaders who don't have your interest at heart, all they want to do is to make a name for themselves. They're not thinking about your future. It's high time we remove these corrupt leaders from government and hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. Another four, the last one, really the 50, is religion, understanding. Religion, understanding. There's a falsehood in religion, understanding. We should be equal in dealing with every person, matter their religion. Killing, with a Muslim, kill a Christian, we look for a way to silence it. Because Christian, we believe in God. We believe in peace. We believe God fight for us. So there's a falsehood in the government defending all. There's a falsehood in government defending all. So who can change the narratives? I come to you, the youth, that the power to change the narratives is given to you. It's invested in you. You know what the Bible said about you? Say you have overcome the wicked one. Say you are strong and you have overcome the wicked one. God speaking to Joshua, say be courageous. Be courageous. A youth of Nigeria, arise, be courageous, take back your throne. The throne of leadership belongs to you. There is man in the Bible called Jesse. Is it Josiah? At age 7, he became leader. David, at age 17, was already making tremendous impact. Joseph, youth, the country belonged to you. Even General Olusegun Obasanjo, Olusegun Obasanjo, was young when when he came on throne in military to become a military leaders in that country, military leader in that country. Because youth, your brain is still articulate to grab unction and run with it. That's why next month you'll be casting your vote. I love what a pastor said. The person you want to cast your vote for, do you wish your son to be like that person? Do you aspire your son to be like that person? Do you aspire your son to be like the person you want to cast your vote on? Do you aspire your son to be a drug lord? Do you aspire your son to be a thief who steal government fund? Do you aspire your son to be who use government money to amount wealth for himself? Is that the kind of person you want your son to be? Is that the kind of person you want to cast your vote on? Cast your vote for someone who project the value of your future. Don't vote for now. Vote the future that you envisage. For a very long time, I say, Nigeria, God, Nigeria will be good. We learn saying that. When will this country come to be? Even when we are saying that, then $1 is equal to a naira. A naira is equal to $1. But now, you could see when we say Umada, to him, but then we could say then, we say then, it's like it's even good then. Even when we say, there is young man that sang a song. It's a leaders, lead us where? Lead us where? The one you want to cast your vote on for, is it the person? Have you seen future in him? That's why I tell people, if you cast your vote for this man, this old oil, because of tribal sentiment, because of political sentiment, you are part of the problem of Nigeria. It's high time we stop doing party and start doing future. What we envisage the future to look like, what we envisage the future to be, and vote future to be, honor to be, vote integrity to be. He said, the Lord detests dishonest. Indeed, people of God, the Lord detests dishonest. You know this man is a drug lord, and still you want to vote him to power? That a case of drug issue was found in him, and still you want to vote to power? Atiku AD came up and said something about Atiku. He has a code where he manipulate figures, and still you want to vote for power? Nigeria, arise. Youth, arise. Let's take back the country. The world is waiting for Nigeria. The black race is waiting for Nigeria to get it right. To get it right. It's high time we stop Western influence on us. If they are doing election in Europe, in England, in Netherlands, do foreign observer from Nigeria go witness it? But when you are doing an election, they come to you to foreign observer witnessing your election. You are, what is wrong with you, Africans? Can't you get it right? Can't you get it right? It's high time you stop infiltrators into your life. Get it right. What make nations excel is in Africa. What make other nations shine is in Africa. What make other nation what it is in Africa. What about the Sacophans nation, the French nations in Africa? You have allowed France to dictate your destiny, still paying colonial tax to your colonial masters. So it shows that you're not free. African, wake up. Take back your country. Freedom is in your land. Freedom has been given to you. Listen, Nigeria should learn from United States of America. Most states and nations, each state has their own law. Each state in the United States has their own law to protect their people, to protect the people. Freedom of expression. Freedom of expression in the United States of America. There's a referendum in the Constitution. The Constitution says, we the people. Everybody is represented. We the people. There is a first statement in the Constitution of the United States of America. We the people. The law is working to some extent in America. In fact, to a certain degree in the United States of America. If you do something, you will be held accountable. The law is working. The executive cannot just write on the paper. The Supreme Court will come to be. The law is working. The state police are working. We have integrity men in the United States of America who will protect the interests of the people. Let's learn and look at the currency. It's written in English. In God we trust. Listen, not Arabic sign. The British colonized America. So we speak English in America. So we say, in God we trust. And indeed, in God we trust. In God we trust. Listen, people of God, learn what is working in America. Learn what is working in another nation and bring it to your own country and expand it. Not learn the corrupt unction in other country. Don't learn saggy in other country. Don't learn nakedness in another country. Don't learn what pollution in another country, but learn what is working in another nation and bring it to your country. Nigeria youth, arise. Take your throne. Take back your throne in your country. Let's make a change now in Nigeria. Let's make it United Nation of Nigeria. Yes, united, because we have to come to unite now. Let the will of the people come. United Nation of Nigeria. So my recommendation is new oil. in a new scheme. Because anybody who will be elected now is going to work. Because I told you, if you elect the whole oil, they are not going to work. They're going to continue in their old practice. But if you elect a new scheme who possess the right oil and put it in that new scheme, we're going to see, you're going to work to bring us back to pinnacle of glory. Because it's going to be a work. It's going to be a strong work for whoever will be elected as the president of Nigeria. It's going to be a work. That's why this new scheme, like Obi, its VP, Shore, I recommend that this is a new scheme possessing new oil to drive the country now. Tinubu have done his part. Let's oppose him and let him go sleep. Go rest. Atiku, oppose him, have done his part. Let them go. Let them go. I'm speaking to the youth. Let them go. Forget tribal sentiment, forget political sentiment. Let them go. They've done their part. I wish somebody like this Ondo State governor take up matter. He possess a viable intelligent. I'm talking about you should understand what I'm talking about. Akeredolu, yes. Akeredolu. Okay, Akeredolu, I'm speaking to you. Don't do political. You are very intelligent. You know what is right. Detect from evil parties of these evil leaders. Move out from these dishonest leaders. They have no interest for your land. Sanwo-Olu, you just want to service wrong order. You know what is in your heart, but you just want to service wrong order. Destiny will hold you accountable in the future because you know what you are doing that is not right. But you say, okay, he helped me, therefore I want to pay back. You don't pay back corruption. A corrupt order may help you, may put you in place, but you can determine to change the narrative and bring righteousness to be. You know what the Bible says in Psalm 45? Say, thou lovest righteousness and hate wickedness. Say, therefore God, thy God, has anointed thee up with the oil of gladness above thy fellow. Corrupt order may bring you in, but you can choose not to walk in the corrupt order and decide to change the narratives. You can decide to change the narratives. You can decide to say, to make a name for the future of and bring the people into the pinnacle of honor. He said, when the righteous man is on the throne, the people rejoice. The people rejoice. The youth of Nigeria, arise. They are using you. The people who are using you, where are their children? Look, can you go propose to any of their daughter? Do you think they will give their daughter for you for marriage? If they can give their daughter for you to you, that tells you they don't need you, they don't want you, they just want to use you. Do you understand? If these people who is using you to ring election, if they can give you their daughter for marriage, that tells you and I, they don't need you. They are using you to get the name they are aspiring for. Let me stop by letting you know that you are the engine of Nigeria. What you want to see in Nigeria, God has placed it in your hand. Can you use it well? The youth of Nigeria, I'm speaking to you. What you want to see, the good thing you want to see, the honor you want to see, the life you want to see, the advancement you want to see, the development you want to see, the glory you want to see, the future, glorious future you want to see in the life of children, the development, good school, hospital you want to see has been placed in your hand, youth. Can you use it well? Can you use it well? Your head is not rejecting crown. You can be in the throne too and lead where? The throne is yours. Why are you shifting the throne to men who is hiding their age? Who are already 80 or 80 plus, 70, 75 to 80 plus, and it's tell you they are 60 something. Now we know your age. You are 35, you are 40, you are 50, you are 60. You see, possess a viable unction. Why not take the matter and lead the country to honor? The endless expectation of the creation is eager waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. Youth, Nigeria is waiting for you. Go take your throne and move the country forward. God bless you. Go take your throne and move the country forward.